there's a lot of little mistakes that frustrate you when it comes to his angles coming downhill, him not wrapping up, things like that, that irked me.
Okay.
It seemed like some of that was cleaned up in the preseason this year. He had a much better preseason this year, but he's not necessarily this single high type of center field safety with a ton of range. He's much more of a box presence.
Okay.
And there's a lot of tape of him operating in the box as a backside pursuit defender, sifting through trash. I would say exceptionally well, using his hands against wide receivers who are in line, trying to jam him and disregarding them and then making tackles. I did a whole piece. It's over at bigblueview.com, a whole breaking down a bunch of his positive plays and his negative plays. I encourage people to go over there and check it out. Overall, I think he's a player we're going to see if he can grow into more of a role. I think he could possibly steal reps from Dane Belton in sub package. That can be entertained, but Dane Belton, I trust his ability to intercept the football and get in the way of throwing lanes to where I'm not sure that I'd want to really remove Dane Belton from the lineup, but I still think Brade can possibly entertain taking snaps away from him, more so on the 3rd and 3 type of plays. You need a more physical player in the box, and that's what I think Brade is. But please just wrap up, man. He tries throwing his shoulder into contact too frequently, not driving to the deck, not wrapping up, and it leads to missed tackle. His missed tackle rate, 17%. It was something pretty high back in college when he was at Maryland. I like this addition. I do. It's going to be more so for special teams. There was one play preseason. It was the Indianapolis Colts. It was Daniel Jones, actually. It was against Daniel Jones, and it was a 2x2 set, reduced, split, condensed stack, wide receivers to the field side. And on the boundary side, there were 2 clear out routes, and the Ravens were in cover 6. So Brade was the middle 4th defender in cover 6. Okay, so cover 6, remember, that is quarter, half. Brade had the inside quarter. So what the Colts did was they tried to clear out both of the deep forwards and then run from the stack that was condensed on the other side of the field, a deep crossing route into the outside 4th clear out. And Brade processed this. There was a receiver running right at Brade. Brade just passed it off to the deep half defender, the cover 2 defender in the cover 6. And then that crossing route was going to undercut right into the deep 4th that was adjacent to Brade. But Brade saw this happening, and you could see Daniel Jones rear back to throw the cross, and then there's that consternation. He just stopped because he saw Brade act, and then he just shifted in the pocket, and then he threw it anyways, and it was easily knocked away by Brade. That showed the eye discipline that I want to see from a defender in coverage, and his tape would suggest that he's much more of a I'm in the box type of presence player. But the fact that he showed that along with other signs of development in 2025's preseason, it made me say, okay, this is an addition that is growing and possibly the trajectory is heading upward. Let's try him out. And at the worst, he could be a special teams contributor.